Hi, my Tubi, Sheila True Love here, hanging out with you with a new camera, having difficulties with the other ones. But today's topic for discussion that I'd like to discuss with you, which is, I think it's amazing. Lessons I've learned that we probably have learned from the narcissist. Lesson number one, I've learned the value of not wasting my time and my energy. Your time, let's think about it, your time and your energy. These are the greatest gifts that you can give another person. I keep trying to get my children to understand this also, so don't feel like they don't get it. My kids got to understand that too. Time and energy are things that you can't get back. So if you're going to give your time and your energy, make sure that you're getting something back that's worthwhile. The day you realize that you deserve so much more, you deserve so much better, that's the day that you graduate from kindergarten to the University of Success. That's a higher class of life. You know, some people stuck in elementary. Lesson number two, I've learned that you should never ever lose yourself to please someone else, because when you don't know yourself anymore, it can be quite lonely. Am I right or wrong? Lesson number three, you always have to listen to your instincts. There was far too many times that I saw red flags. I saw red lights, forget just the flags, that was presented to me. And even after I had that burning feeling in my chest and I had these knots in my stomach, I ignored my intuition. But guess what? That's okay. I ain't got no problem with that. I bet you it'll never happen again. I will never ever go against my what? Awareness. Lesson number four that I've learned. I'm just looking over here to make sure that it's recording. Okay, good. Lesson number four that I've learned is the more you try to change someone to make them happy and to you try to change them to be happy, guess what? The more unhappier you become. Constantly trying to make miserable people happy, oh, God knows, it's draining. It's draining. Either they are naturally happy and they're naturally positive, or let me tell you something, honey, forget about it. Freak that nonsense. Vampires drain blood out of people to make themselves stronger. It's way, way too draining for you to be sitting up here trying to make someone who's miserable and trying to change someone who's not happy. You keep trying to make them happy, trying to make them try to feel happy. Don't bother, honey. Don't do it. Either it's natural or it's not. Lesson number five, you receive what you tolerate. This is what I've learned. Nothing is more important than your health and your sanity. If you tolerate all of this abuse and all of this poor treatment, they're going to keep doing it. Why should, personally, I kind of say, yo, you know, you got a good point. Why should they stop? Anyway, lesson number six, I learned that you can never be good enough, or you can never satisfy a narcissistic person. No matter how hard you try, no matter what you do, they will never love or value you beyond what you could do for them. Now, if you got things that you could do for them, of course they're going to value that part. It's never you. They value what you could do for them. And it's going to be a constant fighting battle, trying to live with these people who are empty shells. Good luck to you. Lesson number seven, empathy. And you have to understand the type of world that we're living in now. This is not like the world of the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, even the 70s. Empathy deficiency is on the rise. So we need to stop assuming that everyone has our best interests at heart, because they don't. They don't, my beautiful empaths. That's lesson number seven. Lucky number seven. You gotta really focus on that one. There's a lot of deficiency when it comes to people It's like the Bible. It says the love of the greater number will cool off. Natural affection, natural love will no longer exist. It's just Bible prophecy being fulfilled. Natural love, you got mothers putting their kids in ovens. What mother does that? You got mothers who can sit up here and fathers who can walk up from their kids. What father does that? That natural love is done. It's gone. Empathy deficiency is on the rise. And you really need to know that. Another thing, my darlings, there's a time when we always tell you that you need to do no contact. But sometimes everybody's situation is different. So there's times when that no contact is not possible. But you know what is possible? Low contact is the next best step. And you have to always remember, when they're pushing your buttons, trying to get you upset and get you all worked up, your emotional reactions are their fuel. When you lose your temper or you lose your cool, guess what you're doing? You're helping to make them stronger. You're helping to build them up. You're making them stronger. So when these people are talking to you, my best thing I say, gray rock. Yes, no, okay. Let me tell you the best answer to all of their freaking questions that they ask you. The best answer is, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Lesson number 9 that I've learned after having dealt with the narc, which I'm so grateful because it was an experience. I never had it, but I could identify with my peeps. We are good together. We are amazing. If a person is incapable of change, or how about this? They refuse to change. Or if they're abusive in any way, and when I say any way, I'm talking about emotionally, mentally, physically, please, you need to get away from them immediately. If you have kids with them or whatever, work towards a separation, a order of protection, a restraining order, whatever you have to do. You come and see the kids, whatever. No. Anytime someone is abusing you mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever, abuse, you need to get away from them immediately. I learned that from what? Yours and mine, the good old narc. They taught me and they taught me well. Thank you, narc. You know what else I learned also, darlings? You will survive. Let's think about this. Check this out. Think about this. People survive much worse things. You have people who have lost their whole family in a disaster. They've watched their young children swept away in a hurricane, or they go to their baby in the morning and their baby is dead from crib death. Or how about this? They have a child or a family member just committed suicide. You may feel like you're alone with your pain, but there are many people in the world who have suffered every bit as much as you and me, if not more. And guess what? They survived, and so will you. You should feel giddy with joy. Giddy. You know what giddy is, right? Laughter, upbeat, feeling amazing. You should feel giddy with joy, knowing that you are the one who got away safely, because a lot of people don't get away safely. They pour gasoline on them, set them on fire. They sit up there and they kill them, shoot them, do all kind of crazy nonsense to them. We got away safely, babe. If you're in that situation, do everything in your power to get away safely too. And once you got away safely, and you sit up there, he don't want to have sex with me. He don't love me no more. He don't call me no more. Be grateful. Their rejection is God's protection. I had one of my empaths call me today. Well, I was getting ready to go to work. It was 7 o'clock in the morning. Really? I got to go to work. But okay. She sounded really distorted, upset, whatever. I said, you know what? What I'm going to do, I'm going to put you on speakerphone. And when I'm putting on my makeup, getting ready to go to work. I thought everybody worked. Anyway. And she was so upset because she's pregnant from the narc. He doesn't want to have sex with her anymore. He's sitting around, excuse me, having sex with different females all around town. The females that he's having sex with are known to be really cheap, whorish type women, because her peeps know their peeps that knows her peeps, and they tell you about the kind of women that he's laying up with. He don't want to have sex with her anymore. She's upset about that. Personally, me, I was like, really? She's pregnant. He don't want to have sex with you anymore. If you want my view, somewhat, I know you're hurting and everything, and wow, I know that means a lot to you, and it's very hurtful. At the same time, you have to understand sometimes his rejection is God's protection. I don't know if you've seen one of my videos here, who are narcissists are not only dangerous, but they're deadly. The female who loved her husband like crazy had, what, she was with him 4 years, 3 of his kids. Guess what he did? He infected her with HIV. She's on my channel. Check it out. Narcissists are deadly. So sometimes, maybe you shouldn't feel so bad that he don't want to have sex with you. That's God's way of protecting you. God knows what you're strong enough to handle. Maybe God sees that you're not strong enough to handle that. The other person who contracted the HIV virus, maybe she's strong enough to have deal with that. God is never going to put more on you than you can handle. So if he don't want to have sex with you, he's out there looking at something else, say, thank you, Father. Jesus Christ, I love you so much. Thank you for protecting me. He's probably walking around so filled up with some kind of HIV, some kind of STD, and God is looking out. He's looking out. And I know you miss him, and you built the family and all of this. I get it. I get it. I was in love with the narc. A narc, he was not a full-blown narc. I had a narc husband, but I wasn't hurting over him. I never cared. I cared about him. I did. I'm not going to say. But the one that hurt me the most was that Gregory Elliott. I was ready to walk in front of a bus. Walk out in traffic. That's how hurt I was. But if you look at my other videos, you'll see. God don't like ugly. Listen to how he ended up getting what God said. Vengeance is mine. I will. God didn't say maybe for life. I don't know. Maybe I'll get him. No. God said I will repay. Listen to my video with my ex-narc that ripped my heart out. Ripped my heart out. And God showed you how he ended up. Listen to it. You're going to get much pleasure out of that to show you. Don't sweat the small stuff, sweetheart. When God says vengeance is mine, I will, not possibly, not maybe, I don't know, perhaps, I will repay. Trust and believe. Please check out the video. Lesson number 11. I got to put my toes up here for a minute. You never know how strong you are until you are faced with something you don't think you're strong enough to handle. You didn't think you were strong enough to handle. If it was easy, think about it. That wouldn't take strength. How do you get stronger? How do you gain strength, and how do you get stronger? You do it by going through things, and you have to go through things, and you have to survive it. You're stronger and you're smarter. God knows I know this is I'm stronger and I'm smarter than I thought I was. I survived Gregory Elliott. I had me almost a basket case. Look at me, it's Sheila Truelove. The girl who looks like she has it all together. I was a basket case. I was like, oh my God. This man hurt me beyond feelings. Loved him. That's the love of my life. Hurt me, but check it out. Listen to the video, honey. God got this. My ex-husband that I just recently got rid of, he didn't hurt me. You know what he did? That nigga boy. And the reason why I say that nigga boy, because they got this thing, this show, it's a comedy, and the wife calls him, listen here, you nigga boy. She's like, it's funny. Anyway, that nigga boy, man, he didn't hurt me. He angered me. With the games he tried to play, he got freaking mental disabilities, and you're going to try to raise up and honestly believe that he was in my league. Really? He tried to run all these games. He tried to do things that was hurtful to me. Honey, after having survived Gregory Elliott, I know I can survive anything. I'm here and I'm giving my testimony. My heart was crazy, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, how do you gain strength and how do you get stronger? You do it by going through things and you survive it. Okay? You're stronger and you're smarter than you thought you were. You no longer have to feel weak and unable to cope. You're damn strong and you should be proud of what you survived and how you can go on. Guess what? Now that we're stronger and we've survived it, we can go on to help other people be stronger. That's what I'm making these videos for. Actually, these videos are for my son and my daughter. And yeah, okay, and perhaps people can benefit along the way. That's a beautiful thing. We help each other. Each one teach one. I got stronger looking at a lot of these videos, especially that ASSC Direct. That guy's amazing. He educated me on things that I didn't understand. I needed closure on a lot of things. And that ASC Direct guy, amazing. He did it for me. So like I said, you know, you can go on and help other people be stronger and show them how strong you are and how amazing we are. Number 12 and the last one, the lesson that I learned. It's never too late for your dreams to come true. Guess what? I dreamed of becoming a published author. And I wanted my books to be sold in the local bookstore at the corner. Sitting up there on these little top. No, I wanted my book to be sold on Amazon. That was my dream. I just had to see my books on Amazon. Wrote the book. You can see it on Amazon. You know what? My dream got even bigger. It's on Barnes and Nobles too. I got book number 2 coming out. Already sold. Got people already in line waiting to buy my book. That should be out before January. Book number 2. And then I have a book number 3. It's on relationships. That's going to be real fun. These are on keeping you motivated from day to day to day. You're not going to be sorry. You'll love it. I say go for it. You won't be sorry, Donis. Can you see it? It's called Best Information Before Leaving Earth. Answers. This is what the reason why I put answers that really work. Because how many people sit up there and say, yeah, well, this is do this, and that's what's going to happen. No, these are answers that work. Trust and believe. I say go for it. Sheila True Love. And then I got book number 2. As fat as all get out. I got like, what, 200 more pages, 150, 200 pages. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I just had to see my books on Amazon. Just because you may have lost years or even decades. I lost a whole decade. I was with my ex-narc for 11 years. 10 years is a decade. I lost a whole decade with that piece of... Oh, God, please. I got to try to be Christ-like here. But just because you may have lost years or decades in a terrible relationship, that don't mean that you can't achieve amazing you can't achieve amazing things in your life after you got rid of this narcissist. Many times, you got to keep this in mind, many times success comes after a hardship or success comes after a struggle. It makes it all the sweeter. You and I are far wiser than we were when we had that narc in our life. I know one thing, my life is so much better. It's so much better. I can't speak for you because I don't know your situation, but my life, so much better without that narc in my life. He was draining, man. You know what needy is? Needy. Can't do you. No, I'm hoping that your life is a lot better without the narc in your life too. And even though you may get lonely or you feel like whatever, it's still better, honey. Single does not mean being alone. You got friends, you got family, you got Meetup, that app. Trust and believe, go for it. It's not about dating, it's about doing things that you have in common with other people. So don't discard your goals and your dreams just because you feel, oh, I've lost so many years, it's too late for me. No, honey. You know how young I am. I want to say how old I am. Hmm. Look at the age that I am, and my dream came true. I'm a published author on Amazon. Not only Amazon, I got more than what I dreamed for. Also Barnes and Nobles. Also, I have people with back orders on getting my book. All of this money goes right into my PayPal account. I'm racking up. And God knows that if I can do it, why in the hell can't you? What are your dreams? What are your goals? I leave my phone number right down below along with my email. What's your dreams? What's your goal, honey? Really, we could do this. You always have a choice. Sheila True Love. Love you like you've never seen love. Go for it, baby. Really. Things I've learned and lessons I've learned from the narc. I know you could probably put down on the comments some lessons that you've learned. Please do share, by all means. Each one teach one, as I said. I love you, babe. Let's share and let's keep each other strong. That's how it works. Until next time, we'll talk again. Bye for now.